The accusation surfaced again, a familiar, ugly charge. It was May 21, 2025. Donald Trump spoke these words. He met South Africa's leader. President Cyril Ramaphosa listened. Trump spoke of white genocide, a claim about white farmers. Systematically hunted, he implied. A nation painted as monstrous. This was not a new assertion. For years it has circulated, whispered in dark corners, shouted from certain platforms, a narrative of racial fear. It clings to the far-right imagination. Trump has voiced it before. His words give it oxygen. They lend it a false authority, a dangerous, potent illusion. The body politic is vulnerable. It can be poisoned by untruth. Especially untruths about race, about land, about belonging. These are old, deep wounds. In South Africa, history is heavy. Apartheid's shadow still looms. To speak of genocide lightly here, it is an act of profound disregard. A distortion of grave realities. We must then look closely, we must dissect the claim. Not for its merit perhaps, but for its corrosive power. What are its roots? What evidence supports it? The truth demands such scrutiny. It demands we face the lie to understand its shape, to understand its purpose. The proof began to crumble. It was built on shaky ground. Trump showed an image. He said it was South Africa. White farmers buried in rows, a scene of stark horror. But the image was a lie. It was not South Africa. It was Goma, Congo, humanitarian workers, body bags after rebel battles. The image came from elsewhere. Reuters filmed it, February 2025. A world away from Trump's claim. An American conservative blog used it. American Thinker, it was called. They too misidentified it. The editor admitted the error. Trump, she said, was mistaken, yet the image was shown, presented as damning evidence. Then there was a video. Crosses, stark white, lined a road. A procession of cars moved slowly. Trump claimed these were graves, over 1,000 white farmers. Elon Musk had shared it prior, another piece of visual truth. But this too was a distortion. The ground held no bodies there. The crosses told a different story. Nathan Rafferty stepped forward, his parents, Glenn and Vita, murdered, killed on their farm in 2020. The video, he explained, was theirs. A memorial, a protest, not a mass burial site. The crosses honored his parents, a community's grief made visible. He spoke of trauma reopened, his family's pain misused. President Ramaphosa was in Washington. He sought trade, better relations. Instead, he faced an ambush. Trump's claims aired publicly. Ramaphosa remained composed. He showed diplomatic calm. He knew the truth of his nation. He stood firm against the falsehood. His dignity was a quiet rebuke, a contrast to the loud accusations. South African leaders spoke up. They formed a united front. John Steenhuisen, opposition leader. Johan Rupert, a businessman. They joined Ramaphosa in refuting. This was not their country's reality. The real issues were different. Unemployment, a crushing weight, crime, a pervasive challenge. These needed investment, not slander. The numbers tell their own tale. South Africa's police released data. January to March 2025. 6 farm murders recorded. Only 1 victim was white. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu spoke. Historically, he noted farm attacks. They affect more black Africans than their white counterparts. The government sees high crime, yes, but not a targeted genocide. The nation denies this narrative. It denies mistreating its white minority. The pain of crime is real. It touches all communities. It is not confined to one race. The government acknowledges this, but the white genocide story, it is a fiction, they insist. A dangerous, divisive fiction. One that serves a particular agenda. The impact rippled outward. Jafar Al-Katanti, the Reuters journalist, he filmed the Congo footage. He expressed his shock. His work twisted and misused to fuel a false narrative. Nathan Rafferty felt distress, his personal tragedy exploited. For political theater, it seemed. The human cost of misinformation. U.S.-South African ties felt the strain. Ramaphosa's visit was important. A chance to reset, to build. Trump's claims were a hurdle, a diplomatic challenge, unexpected. Though Ramaphosa's calm handling, it reportedly boosted his standing, back home and internationally. A small victory perhaps, amidst a needless confrontation. This theory is not isolated. White genocide in South Africa. It is a staple of the far right, a conspiracy whispered globally. It feeds on fear, on racial anxiety. Trump has long criticized South Africa, its land laws, its foreign policy. AfriForum, a lobby group, has been linked to promoting this, even if it harms Afrikaners. South Africa faces true crises, A fragile coalition government, economic stagnation, deep roots, high crime touching everyone, corruption a persistent blight, crumbling infrastructure daily struggle. These are the realities. The false claims are a distraction, they obscure the genuine pain, they hinder the path to solutions.